199.
And this is Chris from Maker123.
And I requested to talk with him about the upcoming Iron Man 3 movie.
We're both really excited to see it.
It premieres on May 3rd, sorry.
And we're just going to talk to you what we expect to come from the movie, our fears, and what's the worst thing that can happen, what's the best thing that can happen with this series. Because this is a really different... The reaction to Iron Man and the anticipation for Iron Man 3 is totally different. When Iron Man first came out, nobody cared. Nobody really...
No, and honestly, myself, the Marvel movies that came out before that, I didn't really care for. Like, the Hulk, I saw the Hulk, Ang Lee, you know, he did a good effort, right? You know? But I'm just saying, like, the Marvel movies that I enjoyed watching, of course, were Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Hulk I didn't care for. So I wasn't really expecting too much out of that. But when I went and saw it, I was like, okay, no, this is a good movie, and I had no idea who Iron Man really was, so it was kind of cool.
And nobody did, and because of this, Iron Man's almost more popular than Spider-Man now. So we've seen the trailers for Iron Man 3, and okay, what would you say?
Well, when I first saw the first trailer for Iron Man, it wasn't very long. It was like a minute and 30.
Iron Man or Iron Man 3?
Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Yeah, Iron Man 3. It wasn't very long, and they showed a lot. You see the helicopters coming in, destroying the house. You see a little bit of the Mandarin, and it left a few people actually kind of confused because they didn't know who Guy Pearce was going to be. And technically, for me, my standpoint is I don't need to know who he is. A trailer should get you excited, pumped up, and ready for the movie. And hopefully your expectations for what you see in the trailer are met when you go and see it in the theaters.
Actually, you know, at first I didn't think it was Guy Pearce. I thought that was just Sam Rockwell back again. And then I was like, oh, it's someone different. I didn't even notice till recently.
Now, let me tell you, when I first saw the trailer, I didn't want to be overexcited. I didn't want to be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, did you see it, did you see it?
Because
I wasn't going to go all Jamie Johns, holy crap, there's a new Iron... No, I wasn't going to go all that. I was going to do what a normal person would do. That looks cool. And not do anything about it, right? You can't get overexcited about these things. Then someone told me there was a second trailer, and I was like, oh, I don't know. Should I watch this? Should I not watch it? Like, I hummed and hawed about it because I know what it's like to see too much. But I've always had a dilemma with how many trailers is too much, right? Like the third trailer, you know, for Superman, Man of Steel, I should say. You know, like how much is too much? You know, and you feel that way sometimes. At least I do. I don't know about you. What do you feel when you watch a trailer?
There's always that risk when you watch a trailer that there's too much shown.
And I'm not talking about a teaser. I'm talking about a full
trailer that it might give away some too many important story plots of the story. But of course, the purpose of the trailers is to get you excited for the film. And when you see the Mandarin take some helicopters and blow the heck out of Tony Stark's house, that leaves you kind of like, holy crap.
Some people call me a terrorist. I consider myself a teacher. Lesson number 1. Heroes. There is no such thing.
The thing is, the only thing that I think they might have shown too much is the end of the third trailer when it has all the different armors coming out of everywhere.
Oh?
Because that looks like something that's going to be at the final battle, right? There's going to be all these armors coming out. That's kind of giving away the hero's hand, how he comes back. But that's just me. That's the only thing I think that could have been too much. But from the look of the trailer, Ben Kingsley looks like he's going to be playing a good Mandarin. Robert Downey Jr. is going to be good, and everything seems to be good. The only risk is, of course, that this isn't Jon Favreau.
Yes.
And there's always that risk when you take the main director that has been directing the movie trilogy up till now and take him out of there and put a new guy in.
And now this could be a good idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I know that sometimes the director remains on the third project, and it's a real bummer.
Yeah,
like
it sucks.
There's just not a lot of great 3 movies out there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but does this feel, in a sense of, I don't know, when you see the trailer, you see that Tony Stark has everything kind of ripped away from him. It's not so much a Spider-Man 2, but it's kind of the method of, everything's coming down on Peter Parker, kind of the same thing.
And the whole thing is, yeah.
What I'm hoping for, it doesn't feel like The Dark Knight Rises, and I'm hoping it doesn't feel like Spider-Man 2. Sorry, I want this to be what Iron Man always was supposed to be, and I've never really cared until now when I realized that this is it. This is the third movie. This is the main villain. In the third
Iron
movie,
Man's main villain.
It couldn't be more pumped up, and I want this. Really, what I want is for everyone who looks at that, even Robert Downey Jr., to look at it and be satisfied with the end product.
To say this is a good movie trilogy,
Yes.
because if you think about it, once the film's franchise has a good movie trilogy, it almost automatically reaches legendary status. If you can get 3 movies in a row that are really good, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, if you can get 3, it really makes it something special.
Yes, and we know what it's like to have the third movie not being very successful out of a lot of franchises.
It happens all the time. But Shane Black, who's of course the new director,
Right.
who's directed all the Lethal Weapon,
I don't know if he's
written,
directed. I think- yeah.
So, but from what it looks like, just from the trailers, it looks like, for me personally, that he's sticking to the source material.
Yes.
That he's not taking away from what Jon Favreau did. That he's building on it and really trying to jack the intensity while still feeling like it's the same world. Like if we look at X-Men 3. That did not feel like the same world as Bryan Singer's X-Men.
Keep in mind, the writers tried to work with Brett Ratner.
But what I mean is, like, when they threw stuff like the Danger Room in there, and the Sentinel in the Danger Room, and stuff like that, that had absolutely nothing to do with the previous trilogy, it feels unbalanced. And
it's writers that are the ones that take a lot of the heat, but in the end, the writer has to be able to say to the director, okay, if you feel that way, we can have that. Yeah, it's your vision, and the director basically has, the reins, and he can say why it's important. In his mindset, he might feel that's important. That's the beauty about directing. Everyone has a different mind of how things work, and they're different angles on how they look at a situation. One might say, well, this person is clearly, evil. Another might say, well, is he evil or is he got something that's...
Anyway, we're kind of getting off topic.
Anyways, so
but, what is your biggest fear of Iron Man 3?
Okay, well, my biggest fear is all of the things you see look great, but they pumped it up to be a Taken 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's straight up revenge.
Taken to where?
Taken 2. We know that
Where is he
sucked.
taken to?
Anyway. So basically, my fear is that could happen, and I don't think it could. I think it could happen, but I don't think it will. That's what I meant to say. I don't think it will happen. At the very least, it may be underwhelming at certain points, but I really think that they have this in the bag, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's about the end result and how much work they put into it. And honestly, if they get the basics right, then the rest should just kind of just sink right in, and you won't even think about it. And that's what I want more than anything. I want Iron Man to have a good third movie, and I've never wanted more than ever for a movie franchise to have a good third movie until now, and I think I wasn't wanting that for The Dark Knight, maybe, or I don't know. Who cares,
Chris? A lot of people disagree with you on The Dark Knight
I know.
Rises.
Anyways, moving on. So, yeah, that's
Okay, what is your biggest hope? Do you think that it's gonna be better than the other two?
I want it to be better than the second one. I want it to be.
Well, we all want it to be the best because we
Yeah.
all want to get the best movie. But
I don't think it should be. Oh, better than the first one. Because it's like you're not competing with
Yourself.
lesser directors, because these are capable directors. Well, it was Jon Favreau both
Yeah.
times actually. So you're not competing with Jon Favreau. You're just trying to create something that it's your own take, but it's also using everything that you've seen. Anyways, yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there and say that
we're looking forward
to it, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed on this one, praying, hoping that this all.
But at the very least, it doesn't look like it's going to disappoint us.
Right.
It looks like it's going to be a fun, entertaining ride. Can't wait to see it.
Alrighty.
Alright, so guys, remember, I'm LazyD99.
And I'm Chris Filmbaker, 1, 2, 3.
And if I don't like it, it's not worth it.
Alright.
See you around.
Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel, and wait for more coming soon.